Welcome to episode 543 of Fourth and Jawn. Today is going to be about the Stay or Go Defense 2026. Gail Saunders here with Evan Hollywood Hearn and Primo, aka Prime, aka Luciano, and Tim Kincaid in the building. Obviously, when you look at this picture, you see a man who is given everything. He's given, he's overcome Evan Hearn's questions about his medicals earlier in his rookie career.
Has he?
He's gone through. He's won a Super Bowl with this Philadelphia Eagles team. Again, he got injured again, came back and gave us a run last year. But I mean, he showed us that dog in him. And I think it's difficult when you think about players like Nakobe Dean. Okay, Nakobe Dean on draft night. It's hard to see a player like this go. In this podcast that we're going to try and figure out Stay or Go Defense 2026. It's there's some guys that we're going to talk about that we're going to want to keep. It's like, you know, we all have things that in our households that you just have a certain love for it, but you have to get rid of it. We're gonna have to make tough decisions. I'm not comparing Nakobe Dean to any pair of sneakers back here or anything, but we got to get rid of some stuff, right?
We knew that you wouldn't get rid of a pair of sneakers anyway.
I'm not. I'll give you a pair. How about that?
Always appreciate that.
So how are you feeling, Ev? Stay or Go Defense? Are you excited to get rid of some players and
excited?
Play Howdy tonight?
I wouldn't say excited is the word. I would think that it's a necessary evil. That's part of this offseason. That's part of the business, man. I mean, you grow attached to these players year after year. You hope that the ones that you like can stay, and you hope that Howie chooses the ones that you're not as fond of to go. But ultimately, it's not about who you like, who you don't like. It's about having two primos on the party.
We got Primo and Prime.
But ultimately, it's just about it's putting a team together that can win, man. And that's the ultimate goal. Sometimes a selfish player can be a really talented asset on your team, and you just need to know how to contain them. I won't even point any fingers at anyone on our team. Just think about players like Antonio Brown when he was back with the Steelers. Like, think about as soon as he left Pittsburgh, no coach knew how to contain him. But they knew how to harness Antonio Brown's power in Pittsburgh, keep him under wraps and keep him productive. So it's not always about your favorite player. It's just about who gives you the best opportunity to win. And so, look forward to going through this defense. Just got back from California. I was in Huntington Beach for all of 48 hours. And when I left, I was saying to the Uber driver when I left, I was like, yeah, man, I just hope that all this snow is gone by the time I get back. Well, I got like 12 hours by the time I landed on Saturday at 7:30. And I looked around, and the Uber driver on the ride back's like, yeah, we're getting leveled tomorrow. I'm like, that's great. So right back to where we were all this previous month.
And we'll talk about the snow here. But Primo, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it was nice to see the grass for maybe about a good half hour, 45 minutes before it all started coming down and got covered up. We got hit pretty hard, but I mean, looking forward to going through this list tonight. Was actually looking forward to this episode. Wish I have a little bit more energy tonight. I apologize ahead of time. I am drowsy. It's been a crazy long day, but I'm going to go ahead and get through this. But I mean, you guys touched on some key things, man. You know, this is always the hard part. Just trying to keep everybody is definitely something that we know is never going to go ahead and happen. And then we get to the point where we got to go ahead and make some decisions based off of the business. And this is, clutch on deciding who we want to stay and, in the reality, who's actually going to go ahead and stay. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, at the end of the day, it would be the perfect scenario to keep everybody, but that's never the situation. So it's going to be tough to go through this list, because you do have your favorites, and then you do have your ones that you want to definitely get rid of, but then the business decisions is always made by the big dogs in the office. So we'll see how this plays out.
It's so hard to say goodbye. No. Reporting live from 82 degrees, Phoenix, Arizona. How you doing, Tim Kincaid?
Yeah, and enjoy your last winter of it, pal.
Thanks. Nah, man. Just like how Ev said, he alluded to it. What's going on? I mean, you can't keep everybody. It sucks. Dean, man, when you bring him up, it's gonna be hard because I feel like once Dean went down a little bit, the defense lost a little bit of that swagger. He was somebody that he was like the Tasmanian devil. He brought the energy. I mean, I just remember him bull rushing, the running backs and blowing them up and then going to go get a sack or making a play. I just don't know what his asking price is. Reed is another one where there's going to be there might be some stay. He goes. I definitely know that everybody in this Jawn, in the comments, everybody's going to talk about Keely Ringo must go. So I know we all agree right there. But I'm ready to get to it, man. Reporting live from AZ. What it do?
I mean, it's a difficult time, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna get through this episode and not take 2 hours to do it. But talk about the defense in 2025. I thought they were the strong point of this team. I think they kept this team together in games. I think the offense is really where we struggled all season long. I mean, the defense, we could say, there's a couple games where the Bears really gave it to us and made us look like average Joes out there. But other than that, I think for the most part they held together. I mean, the playoffs, they didn't really play exactly what we wanted to. But obviously we're going to get into this. Looking at the edge position, and you think about the guys that are left on this group here. I mean, if you look, there's three guys that are signed. We have Jalix Hunt. I think Jalix Hunt had a phenomenal glow up type of year. I think Jalix was a guy who really just took the progression. We're talking about leading the team in sacks and interceptions. I think talking Nolan Smith and also as we talk, both reasonable cap hits this year, under $2 million. And then you look to Jose Ramirez. I had to do a double take.
I thought he played for the Padres.
It sounds like there is. He plays for the Guardians. Plays for the Guardians. There's two Jose Ramirez. I was like, is he like a baseball player? But he was MAC Defensive Player of the Year. And then you look at all those potential free agents there. I know Prime is already feeling a certain way about the U and Jalen Phillips, but we also feel a certain way about Brandon Graham, what he's meant to us in this Eagles football team. He's been amazing. He's been Yoda over the last couple seasons. But who out of this group can you immediately say we're moving on from? Where we don't have to argue about it. It's a move on.
I'll speak for all of us and strike me down if I'm speaking out of character here, but I think none of us are dying to have Ogbo or Aziz back, right? Like those could easily be two casualties that I'm not really going to be missing. Do you guys agree?
Well, I mean, I was going to let you just finish it off, but yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. Those two, can go ahead and hit the road.
Ogbo and Aziz.
Ogbo and Aziz, yeah.
I'll go. I mean, Uche is coming cheap. I mean, that's their market value on the left. Their market value is very. I mean, those are like nickels in terms of the cost. For if you're gonna fill out the back of the edge group. You know, a couple of those guys. You know, if Brandon Graham really wants to come back and play, you know, like for the amount he's getting paid and the knowledge and the wisdom that he brings to the team and the football team to keep them together, keep them light, 1-8 is nothing.
Yeah, but the Brandon Graham thing, like, it almost feels like an obligation, if I'm being honest with you. I don't mean that like I just can't see that man in another jersey, bro. If he's willing to play another year, you got to give him the bottom dollar number he wants and just bring him back. Like, why the hell not? Like, that's to me is an obligation. If he wants to play, he has to be an Eagle. As for Jalen Phillips, dude, that is probably one of the guys I want to keep the most on this edge group. However, that's a number, bro. That is a steep number. But granted, you think about the struggles that we had coming from this position last year, and if he can guarantee you some productivity, it might be worth it. I think Phillips is a guy that you. I don't know if he's worth that, but I think you got to keep him just to have some more depth at this position.
For those listening on the pod, market value for Jalen Phillips, 3 years. This is per Spot Track. 3 years, $52 million. Average salary, $17.3 million. You know, you talk about he came in right away, set the edge, got some hurries, got some pressure. Obviously, we'd like to see a little bit more sacks from Jalen Phillips, but I think overall he did come in and set the tone early. But I think this comes into terms with the statistics and what you put up, because when we start negotiating, we're like, oh, how many sacks did you get? This is what you did in this game. Like, can we get a deal? 17 mil. I think if you're trying to keep this thing together, I think he could price himself out, honestly. But I'd love to have him back, but I think he could price himself out if somebody's willing to overpay.
But think about the alternative to that. I mean, prior to, you know, what we know, we don't know what's going to happen with the draft. We don't know what's going to happen with the rest of free agency. Would you feel comfortable enough really just going forward with just having Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt as like your primary dogs and a baseball player as your primary dogs coming off the edge? Like Jalen Phillips, I agree. Like I think he could price himself out, but at the same time, I'm sitting here like, to have someone that we know and are familiar with and know can perform in Vic Fangio's system, you might just have to bite the bullet on that one.
I mean, it's the truth, though. I mean, at the end of the day, it's how this, again, you know, what I said in the very beginning, it's how this plays out. Would love to have him back. You guys know how I feel about the U. You already mentioned that. And, you know, Jalen Phillips is a big key to this defense. But if there's somebody out there that's going to go ahead and willing to give him what he wants, you know, I don't blame the kid for taking that route. You know, if he has that mentality to go ahead and, you know, work something out, so we can go ahead and run this thing back with him included in here, and then still have room to go ahead and make a key signing that, you know, that's rumored out there. You know, I hope that would be the case, but you know, we'll see.
Bradley Chubb, anyone?
I'm down.
I'm definitely good with that.
I know probably it's not Miami, the Miami, but former Miami Dolphin. Is that close enough?
Playing the same stadium.
Nowhere near.
No, I agree, man. I feel like, I mean, Jalen Son is, you know, he's a stud, and he's stars among stars in the making. Nolan Smith, bro. I mean, it's gonna be Judgment Day for him next year, and I hate to be the guy to pull the cat out of the bag, but I mean, I'm seeing like project of contracts for him, like 3 years, 4 years, like 45 million. I'm like, for what? Like we haven't seen a Nolan Smith. We haven't seen a good Nolan Smith since I think the end of the playoff when we won the Super Bowl. And then this year he struggled. He wasn't healthy. He struggled to even just to like have his name mentioned. So it's a little difficult, man. It's a little difficult. And then you got guys out there that are going to be free agents. Gail, can you please help me out? From Cincinnati, the edge rusher, Hickerson.
Trey Hendrickson.
And, yeah, he's on
They
good
talking
free agent. Yeah, and there's gonna be some guys out there that can.
Yeah, but we're talking about spending money. Like Trey Hendrickson's going to demand a ton.
I don't think he'll be out of the price range. I think he'll be at least 21 or 22. I mean, 17 is a bargain.
It says 25 is what his market value.
25 for him? Yeah.
Tell you
And
this
he's
right
still
now.
32. He's 32 years old.
Hear me out.
I mean,
We steal a page out of what the rest of the NFL has been doing to us after we win the Super Bowl.
Right.
Boye Mafe, $12 million a year. Young guy going for a second contract.
Yeah.
27 and a half sacks so far
of
in
Minnesota.
his young career. Huh?
Also a senior out of Minnesota. He also a Senior Bowl prospect. I remember him coming out. And people trying to describe his career, and then like fast forward and think about what he's done. I think he's done a pretty solid job.
Yeah.
Another guy out of Seattle. I know people were talking about the corner. Everyone's talking about
Woodward. Dang, that's his name.
Rick
I'm
Woolen?
blanking right now. Yeah, Tariq Woolen.
Yeah.
A potential option, but we'll see about that. As we get to the cornerbacks, we got some positions to go. So going through this list real quick, we're stay on obviously J-Lix and Nolan. We are side eyeing
anyway.
We're side eyeing Nolan Smith's production at this point, injury history. Jalen Phillips, I think we're all collectively in on that. If there's a better option, we don't know yet. If there's some kind of trade or anything that we're working on, Jose Ramirez, he's still in the bullpen, camp body. We have Josh Uche, who for what he got paid last season, I felt he gave us
Production.
Flashed,
Yeah,
okay.
I think he did better than Aziz personally.
Aron Crow, he also had a couple of flashes here and there. Got injured. Brandon Grant, for what he did, he came back and gave us some juice in a couple games. And then Aziz was a mystery. Flashed a little bit, but pretty much overall mystery. So from looking at this, I think looking at the draft and start picking up some guys off the street to come and compete. But I think we have
BG
question
plays
marks.
again for real. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, to
BG?
already retire and then come back. If we're keeping a spade, bro. I think BG threw us a bone last year. Like, I think he wanted to stay retired, but he looked at how bad things were, and he's like, I got to go help my boys out. This is
When
to
duty
me
calls?
is a guy that wants to be retired, bro.
I
think
said
so?
he comes back.
I
He was
disagree
playing
with you,
great.
bro. Yeah, I disagree with you. I don't think he was ready to retire. He hit it. He hit it a few.
I don't think so.
He hit it a few times. He was
Even in the conference, he even said it. He said he kind of gave him the nod, like, yo, BG.
I mean, between us, you know, he ended up, if you recall, he ended up re-tearing the bicep, you know, at the Super Bowl. So, you know, I mean, it was just the healing process that he was going through. And I mean, I remember clearly, I'm in the brace talking to the man that's outside of the brace, but he was healing just as well. And of course, he has the true medics on a daily. I get my medics like once a month, you know what I'm saying? But like he was in the process of like training, and he was letting us know, like, you know what I mean, he's ready to go. The retirement thing is just really not for him. And you know, you said it yourself, we can't see BG in another uniform. So the obligation comment that you made, I totally agree with you. I feel like we are obligated to keep that man in a midnight green jersey.
Do not let this be Brian Dawkins part 2.
No, you keep, as long as he wants to play, you set a little side budget. There's a BG side budget. This is like the, you know, like we as, you know, we save money for like rainy days. This is the rainy day project. If he wants to come back, we got some money on the side table in a little jar. We all collectively
yo, BG,
put in
you take EBT, take Kmart, take food. Like, come on, dog, I can make payments. Sizzle.
BG is a legend. Shout out to BG, man. He sent me a birthday shout out on Instagram.
But tell him the story. Tell him the story though.
I was like, what the story? Oh, that I
Tell
didn't
the
see it
story.
until like a week later.
Let's
I was like, damn. I'm like,
You big time in BG.
I
Big
was
time,
like,
yeah.
jeez. I'm like, I was like, but again, man, I'm not really on Instagram like that. So a lot of people hit me up on Instagram. I'm really not really on in the DMs. Like, also stories. A lot of people watch stories. I'm not a story watcher. Should I? Is that more? Is Instagram? Is this? Say it with my chest? Is this too early for this?
What
No, it's
it
not
depends on
Say
what you're
what
trying
Is
to
is
say.
Instagram more for stories, posts, or reels?
Whatever you want. I don't.
I'm asking.
stories.
I'm asking you.
I think it's more stories. I think it's just basically you seeing like a lens of like what people go through on the weekend or posting something that they love
On a
or
daily.
passionate about. Oh yeah,
On a
I'm
daily.
daily. Yeah, I'm daily.
Okay.
I
I'm gonna
can't
get
do
into watching
Snapchat.
more stories.
That's one thing. That's one app I can't get into. I don't know how to work it. I guess I'm getting old.
Old man in the chat. You
Yeah.
sound like old men right now. But as we move forward, shout out to Warren. He says crazy stuff running to Gale. So many cities. I was in a different city in my dream last night, and it ran into Gale. Okay. He said, I ran into Warren in Seattle. With Amanda, and then we met his wife, and we put gum on the wall in Seattle. Then I run into Warren in Brazil with his family,
Oh wow,
of all
guys,
places.
globetrotters
Once
together.
And then he comes.
You ever
to our
run into
tailgate.
Warren in Philly? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he brought his son. His son had the Raiders jersey.
Oh right. Yeah. Nice.
But speaking of Jose Ramirez as well, shout out to Doombug. Be working on a baseball spring training trip with the Cleveland Guardians. Didn't even know that was the name until like last week when be working with the Doombug. But that'll be interesting. Baseball. Jose Ramirez will be there. The real one.
The real one.
We'll be there.
Up the streets of my house, man.
But what position you want to go to next? You want to go to the defensive lineman?
Interior D line.
You want to get the big boys? Let's see. No.
All right. We're gonna do every one of them before we get there.
Okay,
All right.
here we go. So I think if you look at this group, Jordan Davis, I think he was it was weird because he was the elder statesman, man. Like I felt like he was the guy that held this front together.
Mhm.
Obviously, Jalen Carter dealing with what he was dealing with. 50-year option worth $12 million. His market value per spot track, 4 years, $81 million. Average salary $20 million. I'm not. The $20 million is with Jalen Carter down the line. It's interesting, but let's talk about Jordan Davis and the future of Jordan Davis. Who wants to go first? Stay for one more year, or sign him to another deal?
I'm a Jordan Davis fan, man. I want him to stay, but 20 mil is a lot. Especially when you got Jalen Carter going down the pipeline. And I'm with Joe Mel. You know what? I'm an advocate. I'm on Jordan. I want JD to stay. He showed togetherness in that locker room. He showed that he is a competitor and he's a phenomenal football player. If it wasn't for him, but we don't win that Rams game. So, yeah, deal for JD.
I'm gonna come full circle on this one. As a guy that was on draft night, sitting there pounding the table, I talk about it all the time. I wanted Kyle Hamilton that night. I was happy to get Jordan Davis. I've been happy with his production. I've been happy to see him become a champion. He was obviously a big part of that, and honestly, I think he was the most consistent player on the interior of this D line last year. I think he was one of the biggest difference makers on this team. So I say extend him, man. I say you got to get him a deal. He's proven himself to be an integral part of this defense. So I say sign JD.
Primo, what about you?
Oh, absolutely, bro. Jordan Davis was definitely a key contribution to this defense this past year. I mean, I saw from the very beginning, from the time that we had the championship orchestra. You know, the man took front stage, and the way he presented himself, the way he conducted, the band, and then had like a little speech and a rah-rah speech with the fans and everything, and he got me, bought in on his whole attitude and how he was going to go ahead and come into the year, and he stood his ground, man. Especially that Rams game. That Rams game, he was the MVP, like Tim said. If it wasn't for that play, we would have never won that game. So he was the best. I'm going to say he was the best contributor in that defense this past year, man. And to let him walk away, or to not give him what he wants right now, it will be a tough decision. So I'm all for keeping JD, and whatever we got to do to keep him, let's do it.
A man who was very honest and open about his weight struggles. He was very forthcoming with the information that he had to give up Haribo gummy bears, which that is a real one. If you know me, you know I like Haribo.
That touches home.
If you told me like, yeah, you got to give up Haribo.
And King's Hawaiian dinner rolls, all in one shot.
Oh, they're giving me
Even a bread dog roll.
And shout out to the Peloton bike.
There's that's what it looks like right now. He's got the wine.
Yo, hold up. That's like you get married and everything you get everything taken away. Not the Hawaiian rolls.
Oh my God. I got Dave says JD is a captain.
I don't want to glance over that. I think Dave is onto something right there. I mean, you talk about guys, like we talked on the last episode about captains, about who should be captain of this offense, and we had a whole conversation about that. JD, to me, is a guy that not only is one of the best contributors on the field, but is 100% a heartbeat in this locker room. He is a locker room guy. He's a glue guy. That's who your captain should be, in my opinion.
So I think we're all in agreeing to. I mean, you could get it done early, right? Or are you trying to make him wait? I mean, he's at 12 mil. You're trying to get it done early.
Get it done early, man.
Get done.
Yeah, he deserves it. And this is somebody like, bro, he deserves it. He's such a good dude, man. Like, he got an award from the media. Who is so nice that gets an award from the media? It's like General Sportsman or something like that.
And think about all the players on this team, and obviously we don't have to throw anybody under the bus, anything like that. But I want you to think about all the players on this team, and you think about guys that have an opportunity to get distracted, to fall off from working hard. JD, in my opinion, is one of the guys that's at the bottom of those lists. I mean, the dude, he's a worker, bro. He reminds me of Devontae. Like they're cut from the same cloth. So,
you have a man bun? Is that?
That's not a band. My hair's just
I thought the same thing last week.
I ain't gonna lie.
Last week I meant to ask him. Do you have
us hair havers don't really got to wear the hat all the time,
Evan, I don't
got
mean
flex
to say
a little bit.
My mom was watching the show last week, and my mom is like, my mom wants to say thank you, fellas, but my mom was like, the guy above you, the gentleman above you, he looks like Matthew McConaughey. I looked at my mom and I said, what? Shout out to Mom Dukes. I'm just saying.
Hey, all right now.
There you go, Ev. Feeling that's a good compliment.
Yeah, I've gotten Nick Foles before. First time I've gotten McConaughey, but I just watched Interstellar for the second time on the plane. I saw it for the first time in theaters. Hated it. Watched it on the plane about a decade and a half later. A pretty good movie. I enjoyed it.
Tell your mom that Evan's taken. He just got engaged. Just want to let you know. She can get an autograph, but other than that. Shout out to
even signed it, Matthew McConaughey.
Shout out to Evan's hair. That dude's got a full head of hair.
I'm blessed. Thankful.
But talking about blessed, I think Moro Jomo blessed this squad as being a former seventh round pick. I think his opportunities came early and often this season. And I think he delivered. You still got some time but I think he's played a role. I think the Jalen Carter situation where you're hoping that everybody was clamoring for an even better year this year. I think the injury really derailed his season. Obviously, it sucks to lose Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter, to your top 5 players on the Eagles. I think that really hurt the Eagles with the injuries of Jalen and Johnson being LJ being injured. But I think you have guys on the back end, Gabe Hall, and you got Byron Young. I think those guys they were role players. I thought I would see more from Ty Robinson. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm going to say. I mean, when you got like the nicknames, the Vanilla Gorilla, all these. I think social media was more hyping up. Is trying to come up with a nickname for him, but I wanted to see more from Ty Robinson, and I didn't. But obviously, these are development pieces on the back end. Any guys that you want to speak on?
I have a question as far as is there a rule on extending a guy too early in like a rookie deal or something like that?
Who are you trying to extend?
I'm just saying, like, if we were to try and pay Jalen Carter off of a down year at a lower number than what would his agent be down for that? I don't know.
You want to re-up? I think they can only re-up. I don't think they can re-up as early as. I think it's a certain couple of years. I gotta look into that.
If you were able to spread the money out or something like that, but another couple things. I completely agree with you on Ty Robinson. That was a guy that you just looked at his physical stature, what he was doing in training camp, and like he looked like he was going to move people a lot more than he did. I think he still has plenty of time for development. I really don't think that we saw the full scope of what Ty Robinson can bring to the table. Moro Ojomo, I think, was an all-star this year. And while I say that, I can't help but listen. It's the end of February. I got my Howie Roseman brain on right now, man. Moro Ojomo was a beast. That number is fantastic. He was a 7th round pick. What does he net you? If we're talking about leading up to the draft and putting him in a package, I would love to have Moro Ojomo on the team. But if you were to use him in a trade package, what do you think you can net out of Moro Ojomo? That's a good piece at a good number.
Evan cold-hearted.
Hell yeah.
I like it, though.
I do like it too because
I'm asking questions.
It's good questions. It's a good option. You're right. Ojomo definitely played a key part in the defense as well, and I mean he was a great contributor when we needed him to step in, and if he could be used as a bait to get us something else, I mean why not? I definitely would like for Ty 95 to show up this upcoming season. Was hoping that he would go ahead and show up last season. That wasn't the case, but I'm maybe going to go ahead and give him one more year before I decided to go ahead and cut him loose. But I don't know. But the Jomo thing, yeah, I totally agree with you, man. I think it's it's a good option to have. Whether he stays or whether he gets used as a trade bait, I'm all for it.
I'm not doing that. I'm keeping my Jomo. Like, bro, that's like getting rid of what we missed. We missed the Williams. Like consistent, brings the lunch pail, goes to work, helmet strapped up, ready to go to work, bro. Like, no, I'm not trading. Sorry.
Do you think? Like? Let's look at it though. Like honestly, let's remove. Let's remove our feelings from Moro Ojomo. We got him in the 7th round. Do you think that is not another guy that you can go get on day 3? You think Moro Ojomo is not replaceable in this draft?
So you're saying that you think you'll get a day two pick for Ojomo?
If I got a day 2 pick for a 7th rounder, I mean,
a reasonable like that's just there's a reason why you can't afford Milton Williams anymore. Like to have a Moro Ojomo at what 3-7 as a rotational piece, I think that's that's great. I think if you hit the draft and you do bring somebody in, then that's a different story. But again, I think it's I think for a 7th round pick, I think he's been that dude.
For sure, no doubt.
Sure.
He's been that dude. I mean,
I'm not denying his production at all. I'm just looking at what his value is.
Yeah, I know
Oh,
you're
yeah.
trying to like your frugal gang, and I know you're trying to like trade stuff. I think
I
whether
mean,
Ev moves,
I
you
mean,
know.
Hey,
So,
I just
yeah,
want to
it's-
throw it out
it's-
there. I know I'm cold hearted. What was the first thing I said after we won our first Super Bowl? Nick Foles' value will never be higher than this
Get him
moment
outta
right
here.
now.
Get him out of here.
But look how important it is to have a backup quarterback.
I
You
mean,
got 2 firsts for that, bro.
Yo, you got.
Hey, I'm trying to sustain here, bro. I'm trying to sustain a dynasty.
Ev, the body's not even still warm. Ev, like get it out of here. Trade it for like 2 nickels and a pair of sneakers. But shout out to everybody who obviously if you've not been around, Tim had some news about his sister. Obviously we're all a team here, and if you want to join in and help support his sister and join Derek's fight against Hodgkin's lymphoma, you can scan the QR code to the left. It's been there it's going to be there. We're trying to reach our goal, but shout out to all you people who donated. So if you want to be a part of the team, I think it's a perfect opportunity to do so. Hit the QR code and donate, man. She's almost reaching her goal. Tim, have you know how is she feeling? Everything, she hanging in there?
Yeah, she's hanging there for the most part. I definitely want to say again, thank you for sharing, donating. It means a lot, real talk. She's going through an emotional stage right now, dealing with cancer at a young age, at 32 years old. So it sucks, but like I said, it's just a little stop in life, and we're gonna get over this. And I appreciate everybody's. Thank you.
She'll come out stronger on the other side of it, man, for sure.
Appreciate her.
Yes, sir.
Send her our love. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now I know Evan has talked about his love for Kyle Pitts for a
Man,
long
wasn't
time.
that crazy, bro? 16
Um,
milli? Jesus.
So can we just go back to loving
That's a
Dallas
failed
Goedert?
franchise, bro. That's a failed franchise. What are you doing signing? You got nothing going on, and you're paying $16 million for a
But-
tight end?
But they still can come up. This gives them time to like negotiate. They
Who's
can
their
Yeah,
quarterback again? What is it? Is it
Kirk
Desmond
Cousins.
Ritter or Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins still there?
No,
get Ritter.
no.
I don't know, man. Paying
Michael
16
Penix. Michael Penix is the quarterback, but he's hurt right now. I think he tore
Michael
his ACL.
Penix. Michael Penix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's
Left-handed.
Kirk Cousins.
Quarterback.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Are you,
like,
are
why
you saying Michael panics? Like he panics, or
you're paying $16 million to a tight end with Michael Penix as your quarterback? Like,
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
kind of crazy to me. I don't know.
I've never seen that man without a do rag.
He not since Brian from Day 26 have I seen a man constantly wear a do-rag. If you don't know who Day 26, just Day 20 man always had a do-rag, but
They had to hit. You know, they had to hit.
but his do-rag game is official.
Crazy. Crazy.
Official. Yeah. Warren says Penix will be back, but he doesn't throw to Pitts.
That is very true.
He's also in
Not-
Philadelphia.
So thank
native.
God they paid him $16 million. That's
yeah,
something
right.
else.
Drake
Franchise
London.
move.
Drake London, and the other wide receiver. But most of
Yeah.
this is out there.
Now let's move to Primo's favorite position. This is the linebacker group. I think again, we start off the show with Nakobe Dean. Warren was in the chat talking about Nakobe Dean and where we feel. I think Zach Vaughn stabilized the position after Nakobe Dean went down. I think Jahad Campbell came in and played his role as a rookie. I think when Nakobe Dean came back, you saw the difference between Nakobe Dean and Jahad Campbell's game. Obviously, Nakobe is a little bit more seasoned. I think he was playing with his hair on fire. UDFA. I mean, he's a unrestricted free agent. His market value, 4 years, 31.5 mil. Or if you just want to go get yourself, you come back for 1 year is 7.8 mil. But I think we're at a point in his career where boy can make himself some money. I think the injury history is the only thing that's holding us a chance to getting a good deal on him. But I mean, I'm gonna let Ev go first because you were the first guy to ask him about his medicals, his rookie year.
And listen, I totally get it. That was a little bit out of pocket for me to ask, but here we are. How many years later, and what's still the conversation, man? What's still the conversation?
Say it with your
year
chest.
after year. Listen, he's a player, dude. He's a player. He's a great player when he's out there on the field. I think that he is, he's the perfect middle linebacker. I think that the way that you look at his size and he's able to just bull rush somebody that is, much larger than him and back him all the way up into the quarterback's lap. That's immensely talented and valuable. Can't stay healthy, man. The best ability is availability, and you could be all these things. Listen, laugh all you want. What if he goes
because
down
I mean
week
the way that you're
two,
talking,
what's it worth? What's it worth if he goes down week 2? That's just kind of how
saying
I
the way you
feel.
were talking, you were building him up. Like I was like, oh, I was like, wow,
Because I don't want him to feel. I don't want to make it seem like I'm disrespecting the man. I recognize his talent. I recognize how good he is as a player and what a good teammate and locker room guy he is. He's all of those things. But he can't. His body is not built for the league to sustain and play a full season every year. He gets injured, and so I personally, it's going to be sad to see him go. But I want to take a swing at someone that I feel like can just be more reliable out there.
That was off the top rope with the
I think that
elbow, and
you've
then he
got
hit
a
him with a
solid
chair.
You got a solid middle of your field in Zach Vaughn. I mean, having those two next to each other is a dream. But now it's time for Jahad Campbell to step up. Now it's time for maybe we start a trend where we start taking a linebacker in the first 2 days of the draft. I would love to see that. You know what I mean? It's N'Kobe, I appreciate you. I wish you luck in your career. That's what it is.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that is the only question that we ask is about the health. He's played the position very well, especially this past year. I mean, we saw what he's capable of doing when as healthy as he was this past year. But can he stay consistent with it? That is the $1 million question. And right now, that is what's holding us from being positive on the fact that we go ahead and re-sign him and bring him back. So it's gonna suck when that decision is made where they are not going to go ahead and do that and then let him have the opportunity to go walk and sign with somebody else. But this is the part of the business that we know of. And
what's really sad, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you led to what my point was. I can feel it in my bones where he's going, bro, and we all know. You know what I'm thinking, and it's gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
But
So you're saying he's gonna be a Cowboy?
I think he's gonna have a star on his helmet, bro.
Oof. I can see it.
Ooh wee! That might hurt. That might hurt. That might hurt. That might hurt. I mean, they need a linebacker.
Yeah.
His former cornerbacks coach is out there in Dallas as the defensive coordinator. So I mean, we're getting to Reed shortly, but Reed might be going that way. I don't know. Mark Bird chimes in with a "I love Dallas" chant, an F Dallas. Got me all messed up, man. Ev, I like the parting ways comments. I like you totally hit him with the heel, back at head chair with the back of the head, dragged him off, put him in a body bag, and but the way that you set him up, up like that, I was like,
he thought he was getting made. He thought he was getting made today.
Hey, that's why I was laughing. I was like, Damn, man, that was beautifully written. I think I agree with you. This is very difficult. I think he showed us what a dog he was. I think we also cannot forget about who's behind him. We have, I think, Jeremiah Trotter as a rotational guy. You know, I'm not mad at what he brings to the table. Like, he hasn't really got a shot. I think Nakobe Dean overtook his snaps. I think Jahai Campbell, he's gonna have to step up and be that dog. Smile Munden.
Munden's a good project too.
I mean, developmental guy, but I think Jeremiah Trotter, I want to see what he brings to the table. Obviously, special teams. I think we're all pretty much officially bringing everyone back except for Nakobe. Is there if Nakobe is looking to come back for a year, is there potential in your hearts, just saying, before we move on to the next, any potential of if there was a $7 million for 1 year, are you bringing him back for?
I might bite on
Absolutely.
that.
Okay, that was easy. Tim?
Yeah.
I just can't do long-term guaranteed money to Nakobe is the thing.
I didn't hear you. What did you say? I'm sorry.
No, I was saying no to multi-year. If he was saying I'll come back for 1 year, $7 million.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'll definitely do that.
But my only problem is Jihad, second year, first rounder. You're going to sit on the bench again?
His development.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I was going to say. Is basically we're stunting the growth of the young boy with Campbell. But the deal that Dean will get, man, I think he's probably going to get a 1 year deal. I think he's going to get like a 1 year prove it deal. I don't think he's going to get like a multi because of his due to the injuries.
It's weird. I thought about that. I'm like, if he comes back for cheaper, but yeah, you want to see what Jihad is, and that's why you drafted him in the first round.
And you need depth. Let's be honest now, especially in the linebacker room. You need depth.
Jeremiah Trotter, gang, frugal gang. We're going to Evan Hearn frugal gang scenario. That's where we're going. But moving right on to the next position, I think the safety position. It's a weird scene. We have
talk about a man bun.
That's a real man bun. We'll start with Sidney Brown. Let's start with the guys that are actually scheduled to be here. Sidney Brown, a guy who has not really, let's say, elevated his game to where I thought it could be. Before the Senior Bowl, coming back here and saying, "Oh, what prospects showed out," and guys that I was hoping that Eagles might draft him. Eagles drafted him. Great story. Great story. Great interview. But his time here has been hit or miss, just like he is tackling in space. He might even take out your other safety named Andrew Makuba.
Yeah. He's like a heat-seeking missile with no navigation, bro.
None whatsoever.
None.
He's like if someone cut your brakes on a snowy wintry day out here in PA. Like,
no
are you gonna go off the road? I don't know. If we fishtail it, we might hit a pole and take out our.
All I can say is
I'll set up the navigation for him. Leave the football to your brother and take a hike. Go to Cincinnati, and I'm pretty sure there's some bars that are looking for some
dancers.
Dancers, yeah.
Oh, Magic Mike over here.
And keep, therefore the bun will come in handy for something.
People from Cincinnati are gonna be hitting up Gail, talk about. So tell me what Sidney Brown was like. That's all Gail's gonna say is like, I saw him down in Wildwood, bro. Let me tell you.
I saw more enthusiasm on the top of a bar than I did on the football field. Reckless. Also, reckless behavior. We saw reckless behavior on. Just can't get right. The new can't get right, and I'm not trying to. But then I was like,
he's a free agent, by the way.
Who?
Can't get right.
Oh,
the OG.
Okay. Oh, Barnett.
Barnett.
Bring him back. Bring him on
He
back.
He was balling with the Texans.
His
him back.
market value right now is like $4.5 million, I think.
He was balling with the Texans, bro.
Spicy. But the Sidney Brown. There was one part where I was just like, let me. Where is this player at? And I went back and I was like, all right, let me see what he's doing off field. And I went to his IG page. And I was like, what is going on over here? I was like, what are you? I said, I'm out. And I picked up everything. I said, you know what? I'm out.
Well, you didn't like the shirtless. You like the shirtless top, son?
What are we doing over here? But I did think about the Mitchell and Ness story. I said, yo, appreciate, we got the Super Bowl. I will thank everyone that helped the Eagles get another Super Bowl ring, regardless. But I'm just saying, I have the toughest person I've been on in the last 3 years. It's probably Sidney Brown.
A shout out to Marcus Epps, bro, because we had a lot rely on Sidney Brown. We've been in trouble. Marcus Epps, bro, he came in, he balled out. Reed is the one that I think everybody is kind of like, clutching to the pearls about, because that's where we want to stay. He's not necessarily that great in space, but he is a leader. He's great teammate. And man, you know what's crazy? He's always at the right spot at the right time. So
you talking about Epps?
No, I'm talking about Reed.
Oh, you're right.
Now Makuba, we already seen what Makuba did. Makuba is he's the real deal.
Primo, how you feel about Reed? You trying to bring him back?
I'm definitely trying to bring the milk missile back. Yeah,
7-1.
You know what I mean?
7-1?
Yeah.
You think that's steep for what he brings to the table?
He brings a lot to the table. He knows our system. He's a leader. He's the second half of the best white boy combination in the league. Like, hands down, he's got my respect. And we're talking about somebody a few years back. We were, clowning because he was an unrestricted free agent that came in and we didn't know what he was all about. And bro, he's been nothing but proving himself year in and year out. And his career's pretty much like getting stronger and stronger as the year goes on, and I would hate to see him go anywhere else. So yeah, I'm all for bringing Reed back.
I will drop a nugget though. You want me to drop a nugget?
Drop it.
Reed and his wife officially moved out of Philadelphia.
They moved out of Philadelphia to where?
They're back in somewhere in Tennessee, where I think he was from. But yeah, he moved.
Spot Track has his market value, just average salary 7.1, but they're saying a 2-year deal for 14.3 mil.
I'm cool with that,
which isn't bad.
I mean, when we talk about Reed Blankenship, I don't know about you guys. First of all, the story in itself. I mean, him working is like that. That's 7-1. That's not an undrafted free agent first year number. That's someone that earned that number. And on top of that, listen, I don't think he's the perfect safety. I don't think he's the best safety in the league. And I think that he's gotten burnt before. But ultimately, when Reed Blankenship's out on the field, I feel comfortable. I feel like Reed Blankenship, for the most part, 85, 90% of the time, I feel like he's got me. I feel like he'll come up with the tackle that he needs to, or he'll come up with an interception at the end of the game every now and then. Like, I think that he has a value in this league, and I think to have a starting player that you can view as a key contributor and it has earned himself a captain on this team, on this elite defense for $7 million, I think that's a good number.
Is that because you don't want to see him in a Dallas Cowboys uniform?
I don't want to see that, but I just think I think that you have to like Nick Sirianni years ago. He used the garden analogy. This is a seed that you had planted in your garden, and you watered it all the way until it fully blooms. Like, why are you gonna Why are you going to cut that and let it and sell it somewhere else? Like that's
Well,
your creation right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, Milt Williams, we also planted and grew, and it grew
But he
too
priced
big.
himself out. Yeah, yeah.
But then
You
we
go
got
back to
Heather.
Patriots, too.
We got Heather G in the chat said, so ... Nobody wants CJ back.
I mean,
Ain't that
we all
crazy?
for the love of got love for CJ, but I mean, how much more can we entertain this story? It's becoming, you know, what I mean, the story is
Every
just
other year
diminishing.
thing.
Yeah, it's just
So,
diminishing.
we're gonna
as
follow-
time goes on.
Primo, you're a what do you call it? You when the Eagles lose, you change your fits, right? You're superstitious guy.
Superstitious, yeah.
So every time we let him go and then you come back, what happens when he comes back?
I mean, I get it. That's why I said, you know, what I mean,
I had to bring up the argument.
you said enough. No, you said enough. I
But
mean,
if we're talking about one or the other, Reed Blankenship or CJ, who's been here the entire time that we've went to those Super Bowls? Reed. You know what I'm talking about?
Reed.
Like I think that I think the CJ thing, I think he's a good player, but I think there's a reason that he can't stay on a team for longer than a year. The past 5-6 seasons.
That's fine, but how does it work? Can we cut Sidney Brown and then, you know what I mean, bring CJ back? Like,
I would definitely agree with that one. Go ahead and cut Sidney Brown and give me CJ DJ. Also, you also got to wonder about something is culture is everything. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when people always have jobs, right? We spend more of our time at our job than we are at home. So culture is, when you're at your job, you're in the locker room, it means a lot. And Reed is somebody that is a part of that culture, and he has helped build this culture. And just like how Eb said it, with the whole flowers in the seed and water and stuff, like he means so much to the organization and the fan base. I mean, if you watch him, did you watch the mic up?
Yeah,
How cool he was? He said, "Yo, my bad, Coop. Nah, bro. I'm the other one."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't bother him. Most people, you know, most people be like, "Yo, bro, for real? Like, you know who I am? You see the number? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's such a good, well-rounded guy that you want to have in a lot."
You want to guess what CJ's market value is per spot track?
Is it not $7 million?
No.
$3 million.
I'll say 10.
Lower than 7 mil?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm gonna say 5 something.
1 year, 2.3 mil. How about that?
Wow.
Wait, CJ's?
CJ's
Oh, I was
market
thinking
value right
blanket
now.
chip when you said that. I apologize. Okay. Wow. That's a pretty good number right there.
I'm taking. I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cut Reed.
Yeah. Are you signing him?
Cut Reed, he says.
2.3 mil.
Are you signing him?
Crazy. And I'm drafting one, and I'll take him back at this point.
I would let him start over Makuba. Let Makuba learn the ropes from him. Bro.
Wait. How about
What?
CJ? How about CJ and Makuba?
Yeah. You don't like Makuba?
I mean, what did he show? Did Makuba show you something that I didn't see last year?
Bruh, are you serious?
At the beginning, he got injured. What, a week 4?
Yeah, because of Sidney Brown, bro. Every time he was in the damn game,
I'm not blaming him for getting injured. I'm just saying that, like, what you're saying, you're blown away that I'm willing to not start. Reed over
because that's homegrown talent. You're talking about putting him on the shelf behind.
Is Reed not homegrown talent?
So
we
you're
just
telling
talked
me.
about that.
So you're telling me you would bring CJ DJ and then put Makuba to the bench.
I would let him have a camp battle.
Oh man,
Bro, they both. Hey, I have a feeling Reed's gone.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like I'm not sure if they're going to pay him his worth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking about a captain as well. Like,
I mean, if Reed's not on the team, then yeah, that's the part that I find crazy. You said Reed became a captain last year, and you think I'm crazy for not putting him on the bench? Like,
huh?
We were talking about between. I don't know. Let's move on. I think I'm getting confused.
What?
Rich said that Makuba won the KC game for us, which that interception was huge.
For sure. He had,
My
he had a
trip
good play.
to Kansas City would have been terrible if he did not get that pick. So
He
shout out to
also
him.
fell off a little bit after that play as well.
Function 5074 says CJ GJ and Drew Makuba would be a dynamic duo. I just think
I feel like you're putting a lot of eggs in
to
one basket.
you're gonna have to like if we're balling on a budget and we can't afford things and we want to bring a little crazy back for 2.3.
I'll take a little crazy at 2.3 any day.
Yeah, I would too.
Any day.
Yeah. If we can't sign,
I think there's a reason it's 2.3.
Yeah, he's the
crazy.
reason. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what I'm saying, bro.
that man is a real joker.
It's in the
Look
eyes,
at
man.
that, bro. He's a real joker, bro.
It's in the eyes.
I mean, he's a good can't get right. He's a can't get right, but
I
he's
don't know,
a
man.
good can't.
We spent all season sitting here complaining about how AJ Brown was acting. Now you want to bring in somebody who's going to be acting
his crazy
the
is
same
a little
way, bro?
different.
Well, his
I think his crazy is different.
Bro.
And he backs it up with that crazy.
So, all right, I'm gonna say Evan, his crazy kicks in when the season's over. AJ Brown's crazy kicks in during the season. Like, so there's craziness between the two, but there's different levels of craziness. And I'm gonna stick with CJ's craziness all day. Like, I'll take it. You know what? Just play the season, bro. And then at the end of the season, say it with your chest, and then by that time, maybe we won't have to deal with you no more. We'll ship you off again. You know what I mean? See you down the road. You know what I mean? Whatever. But at least we'll deal with that craziness after the season. Where AJ,
Hey, Prime, you gonna eat your cornbread?
Everybody needs that crash out on the bench, B. You know, you need that crash out on the team. Sometimes it's gonna pop out in the show.
I mean, AJ reads books on the sideline. I think CJ puts his book together on the sideline. Like, oh, this is what we're doing here. Okay. Now the season ends. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read my book.
Why are you not smiling?
Just for the record, I've been a fan of CJ's before he even got drafted here. The fact that he got not drafted, he got drafted by
Saints.
We got Clayton Bigsby. Who do we? Not Clayton Bigsby. Clayton Thornton, quarterback from Northwestern.
Two names ago.
Like we could have had him a long time ago. The fact that he's been on 6 different teams now. He's certified cray in terms of NFL contract wise. So for a man of his stature, he should. I said Clayton Bigsby. Clayton Thornton. Yeah. His head exploded. Moving right along to the next position. I think last but not least, the cornerback group. I think the two guys on the top left, Cooper and Quignon, certified G's. Look at that cap hit, $4 mil, 2.5 mil for like all pro corners, dude. That's like quick maths. That is like for under $8 million, you have 2 all pro
6.5, man. Jesus Christ.
I said under 8 mil.
You gave yourself a lot of insurance there. That 8 mil.
I'm just saying, under 8 mil.
It took us some time to carry over the number, bro.
You know that boy don't like
I got you, yo. I got you.
See, I said
under
8 mil.
Under 7, but yeah.
It is technically under 7.
It's still under 8 mil.
Hey, bro,
right there is exactly what you're looking for. Now
sure.
I'm just asking you guys: are you trying with another draft pick? There's some draft analysts that have the Eagles drafting a corner in the first round. Would you go back, double dip, and get another corner in the first, or would you hit the free agent market for a potential cornerback?
Can I go first? If the Browns release Denzel Ward,
didn't they already?
Please go get him. I didn't see it, but I know they were talking about cutting him because of the price that he took. Please go get him. Please go get him. They don't. If they go into the draft, it's best available. The first pick.
Okay. Ev, you
Yeah.
trading? Are you going to stick with? You trading for one? You picking off a free agent, or you?
I
We're not going
listen,
back to the drawing board.
I'm steadfast on going OT in the first round of this draft. Unless if there's a corner, obviously, like it all depends on, especially the position that we're going to be picking from. It depends on what falls to you. The year that we drafted Quinyon and Cooper, I don't think anybody predicted that Quinyon would be the actual first corner off the board at what was it, like 21 or something like that. That was unheard of. So yeah, if the top corner falls to you in your lap, you have to take it. But I am prioritizing the offensive line in the first round of this draft before I'm prioritizing the corners. It's not saying that I wouldn't be opposed to a corner in the second round, in the third round, in free agency or a trade, but I don't know if I could pull the trigger unless it's the top guy or the second guy in this draft for a corner.
I'm kind of with you on that. I think you got to go trenches. Obviously, I think where the draft is at right now, where we're falling at, there's guards, there's potential tackles that you could develop. You could potentially have a guard that could play tackle down the road that you could draft early. I think you can't really mess around with that. It's not like the trenches are going to get better as you move back into the third and fourth, or if you don't get one in the second, like you're gambling. So I mean, Primo, where are you at with that?
I'm leaning more towards the free agency.
Okay.
I'm leaning more towards the free agency on because I mean we're blessed with Quinyon and Cooper. Again, we can all agree on how we feel about Adoree and Kylie, or Keely, whatever. They could both seriously.
Special teams though.
I'll pay somebody to go ahead and just take them too. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm over it. I'm over Ringo, and Adoree was never a fan. You know what I mean? You know how I feel signing people that play for the enemies. I just didn't feel like he was no type of contributor. He was like the Patullo of the defense. He was predictable. You knew plays were going to go ahead and happen against him, and they were going to be big plays, especially whoever and whenever he was lined up with anybody. So, yeah, I'm all about hitting the free agency when it comes to this position.
Now, Michael Carter is going to be released, and it's like a 1.3 dead cap. So obviously he's not, especially at that cap at $9 million, definitely not coming back.
Nah.
Jacorian Bennett, the project that we traded for, didn't develop. Brandon Johnson, the developmental role, I think he filled in, sparingly, but I thought Mac McWilliams, I thought he was kind of like a ghost. I don't know what Mac McWilliams is. Obviously, we drafted him. Ambry Thomas, a guy that has been a journeyman at this point, but I think we just recently brought him in. I think he's could he be a not developmental, but like a depth corner. I think could be the Keely Ringo role. You have Tariq Castro Fields. I really think this whole group, depth wise, is really a mess. If I'm being honest, I like the thoughts of Cooper DeJean or Quinyon Mitchell dealing with missing any games is frightening. I think Adoree Jackson, for what he was paid, I thought you get what you pay for. I thought he settled in later, but like it just took a long time, and you really can't have liabilities when you're looking at our group. And I think we had a liability there. How many times we got hit with a deep drag across the middle, and it was on Adoree or Keely, whoever came in,
And you want to hear some bullshit too? Look who just won a ring. Look whose market value is $10 million right now. Well, Mr. Josh Jobe. You let the wrong guy walk off of this practice squad, bro. Josh Jobe balling out there in Seattle.
He balled out in that system.
Shots fired. And how he
they need to revamp that whole corner. They need to revamp that whole the whole back end of it.
Rob says
there's some
don't
there's
draft
some
need.
interesting names. Don't draft what?
Rob said don't draft need, sign needs.
How about a reunion on someone that I've brought up from time after time here? $4 million for one Rasul Douglas back in the nest. Time for a reunion?
I mean, the way that he
Sure.
jumps
More
routes in
pieces.
zone, you like him, but if he gets matched on Scary Terry, it's a wrap. But you know, I know 4.6 speed is 4.6 speed. If I saw a dude that ran 4.6 speed and I had to race somebody, I'd 4.6, but for 4.6 speed, he's been in the league a long time. Russell Douglas, shout out to you, my guy, out of West Virginia. Interesting.
Avante, I
Interesting.
think,
Was
is available.
was
as
that
well.
a Jim Schwartz pick? That was a Jim Schwartz pick, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the same. Was that the
Schwartz was
same
fine,
year as
so-
Sidney Jones?
Oh God.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Ev, did you have a Sidney Brown?
I think I was second and
Chris-
third round.
Sidney Jones.
I had a Sidney Jones
Jones.
jersey. Yeah. Yep. Yes, I
Word.
did.
He ain't even in the
Okay.
league. He ain't even in the
Yeah.
league.
Real quick, top available free agent corners. Obviously, things will quite change. Trayvon Diggs is out there. Jamel Dean, Jonathan Jones, Meek Robinson, Eric Stokes, Cater Kahoo, say who? Greg Newsom, Tre'Davious White, Benjamin St. Juice, Jeff Okuda, Roger McCreary, Jason Pinnock,
Jalen
your
Watson.
boy Josh Jobe out there, Nazee Johnson, Alante Taylor, Adoree Jackson,
Is Joshua a slot?
Rasul Douglas, Cam Lewis, Marco Wilson. Those are just some of the top out there. But go ahead, what were you saying?
Is Joshua a slot corner? He mostly lines up in the slot, right?
No, I
Outside.
think he's an outside corner.
He's outside. For some reason, I was thinking maybe I'm
Market value at 9.7. How about that?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
He sat on
what
our
about,
practice squad for like 3 years, bro.
What about Warland? There's a Warland, the
Woolen.
free agent.
Tariq Woolen.
Woolen, I'm sorry. Yeah, what
Tariq
about
Woolen.
Tariq?
He's at 8-1.
8-1.
He's actually got a lower market value than fucking Josh Jobe, dude.
He balled out at the end of the year too.
I mean,
He's been solid ever since he entered the league.
Tariq Woolen's been. I've seen him. He's had his share of mess ups.
Ups and downs.
He
just
messes up
see-
a lot. He
I could
gets
see
in his head.
Fangio being very upset with him. Bird Brain says, "Bah."
Stokes,
I mean,
that could end one.
Bob says, "Bah." Fire Sirianni from the top rope. Chris says
Roger
Woolen will
McCreary's
be the
an interesting
cornerback
one,
too. Not mad at it.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's better than what we
Yes,
have.
yes.
I think CB2 is a problem right now. But CB2 has been a problem.
Yeah.
And I don't want to.
Yeah.
I would rather go after Tariq Woolen because he's got some youth. Like I feel like we've tried to band-aid that with some older guys in recent years. James Bradbury, Adoree Jackson. Who I know we had.
So you would
someone else too. But
you wouldn't try Diggs?
Nah, Diggs is too
You
injury
wouldn't
prone.
try Diggs?
Cowboys
Yeah.
stink.
I'm not swinging at Diggs. It's not just the Cowboys stink. It's
Yeah.
just I feel
Yeah, I
like I
think
see
it's
him
the-
get injured
the
every year
Cowboy-
too. It's just unreliable.
Speaking of reliable, Bob from Down Under with a fire Sirianni. Hey man, we got a lot of new coaches in here. It's going to be very exciting to see what happens. Things coming up down the road. We have the combine. I wish I was there. I'm still thinking about the combine. You can go to the combine. You know that?
Can you?
They have NFL has like a one pass where you could just actually go to watch the combine.
Is it? It's in Indy every year, right?
Anyone want to get in the car and jump in and drive? Anyone?
Mm.
I just wanted to cross
Well,
the
Lucas-
Colt Stadium off the bucket list. Really?
Isn't you might be able to knock that out in one swing if you go to a Chicago Bears game. Aren't they moving to Indiana? Indiana gonna have 2 stadiums?
I heard they were talking about that. I mean, they got to get rid of.
I think
They
they're
got to get
moving
away
into the
from the.
suburbs of Indiana.
Got to
just
get away
outside
from
of
the
Illinois.
lake, man. It's too cold off the lake. If you want to watch
It's crazy how close the state is. So close.
But before we get out of here, appreciate you guys that are in the chat that are really looking at the roster like this when the season's over crazily. You have no good reason to be sitting here stressing on a Monday about the Eagles' depth, but here we are. If you're like us, shout out to you. But before we get out of here, we want to do a little say it with your chest. Something that could be going on that you need to get off your chest. Doesn't have to be football related, but it's something you need to feel like you need to get off your chest. This might be it. This might be the opportunity. Anyone who want to go first?
Yeah,
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I'll go first. Sorry, just real quick. Mother Nature, kick rocks. I'm over this snow. All right.
You look like a beaten
cut it
down
out.
man.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the snow. It was fun, you know what I mean? I definitely had fun with the kids and the dogs and everything, but yeah, I'm through with the snow, man. Let's call it quits and get this weather to break and give me some of that sunshine that good old Tim over there keeps on bragging about.
Go ahead, Tim. This one goes out to the coworkers of the company that I work for that I'm not going to name.
Oh shit!
So
whoa,
we just it's nothing bad. Listen, I work with great people. Let me preface it by that. I like my job. I enjoy my job. It's just a simple phrase that's been thrown around recently that it's driving me crazy. I just spent 2 years in a temporary building, my little team of 10 people away from the other 990 people in the company. We were in 2 years, and yeah, I was working off of a folding table. It wasn't a very high-tech situation, but we were away from the rest of the company. Now we're back integrated with the rest of the company. And all I keep hearing is, oh, aren't you guys so happy to be in the new building? No, I'm not happy to be in the new building. I very much enjoyed the temporary space. So please stop with your tours. Come and checking out my space and let me be the hermit that I wish to be. That's all I got to say.
Did they steal your stapler yet? Your red stapler?
No, they didn't steal my stapler.
No. Tim, say it with your chest.
He doesn't like his coworkers. Anyway, this is for the people. If I'm in line, give me space. I hate when you're in line.
2020, give me 6 feet.
Yeah, bro, I hate that. Yo, if I'm in line, bro, and I'm a big guy. I'm not like I'm the biggest guy, but I'm standing at like 6'2", 280, bro, 290. You know what I'm saying? On a good day. Give me some space. Like today, bro, I'm like waiting on to get in the elevator. I go to the doctor's, get a physical. You know what I'm saying? Everything's great. Everything's good. And this lady, literally, I felt like she was sniffing and smelling my t-shirt. It was wild. I was like, yo, son, back up. So like, you violated my space, man. I need some space. Give me some room, B. Damn. I had to get that off my chest.
Big people got feelings too.
What is the actual distance?
I said big people got feelings too.
Facts.
What is the actual distance that is required by that you're asking for?
Like an arm's length. Can I?
I think that's pretty reasonable. I don't think
you know
you're
what I mean? Because I feel like
this is the space right here.
Yeah. Don't enter my bubble.
For real, bro. I feel like she was like she was really sniffing my t-shirt. I was like, damn, like a little drippy up in this joint. Like she was on me, B. Like it was crazy. I'm like, yo, lady, I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy.
You stink, bro.
Okay. You might want to call your wife too and bring her next time so she could knuckle up. My say with your chest is shout out to the cats in the backyard. Okay.
Oh, living warm right now.
They got the cat condo back there. The snow was crazy out there. They're doing well, man. Shout out to the cats.
This guy
no prime, you know. But hey, they out here
Mary Poppins of the cat world over here.
Out here surviving in the cold. So then we got a new neighbor. Shout out to the new neighbor. I haven't met the new neighbor yet. But then Amanda talks to the new neighbor and says, they start talking. They're like, oh, just, have you met any other neighbors? Some of the other neighbors are like, oh, we just want to let you know that cats are in the back of your house because the new neighbor moved in, bought the house. We found out that the cats are getting fed by both of us now.
Wow.
These cats are working the system.
Wow. Well, that's good that the new neighbor is approving of your little colony. And
So question here. Question.
Yeah.
Do we cut back on the food that has been given to the cats? Now that we found out that other people are feeding the cats.
Let them eat.
Get rid of the cats.
What?
I'm gonna start calling you cat daddy.
Feed them whatever, bro. It's I don't think they're cats that live on the streets. Let them eat till they're not hungry.
Yeah, you got a cat daddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know, man.
Gather the cats, put them in the car, take them down the street.
Cut them off.
I will say,
forward.
I got another say with my chest that's directed at my dog. I tried to take her up to a park today, and just let her run around in the snow and whatnot. I cut her loose, and we're out in the middle. I walked all the way out into the middle. There's this baseball field in the middle, and I told Jenna to stand like where home plate is, and I walked out the center field, and I just wanted her to run back and forth between us. She runs out to me, runs right past Jenna, right into the street, starts running around without her leash on. It's horrifying. And so, yeah, bad girl. That's what I gotta say. Bad fucking girl.
Rich off the top of the rope says, Rich says Eagle chants at Philly games are stupid. Say it with my chest. Anyone agree?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the. I think it's kind of obnoxious to do the Eagles chants. It's disrespectful. You're there for a Sixers game, a Phillies game, a Flyers game. Don't be doing Eagles chants. It's disrespectful. Unless they're really getting like if they're getting destroyed and you want to do it as like an FU to the team, you guys are getting blown out. I'll accept it. But
I accept it as Sixers games.
Yo. For the Sixers, I gotta get this off my chest. For the Sixers games, bro. Like, first of all. Why did we get rid of Jared McCain? I have no clue why. Why? And then you got PG.
You know how valuable those second round picks come out every year, bro.
Bro, like he was great off the bench. And then the PG, he did a 360 dunk and then boom, got drug tested. Got popped. Now he's 25 games out of there. Embiid, bro, what's up, B? Like, we waiting, yo. The process is done, son. Like the process is done. Like I'm out, B. I'm out. Like I'm still his bag, but it's so irritating, bro.
His bag is next to Keely's.
Yeah. I for one, as a Sixers fan, I chose not to believe this year, so I'm not getting hurt that bad. I saw
even your mom. If your mom's not a believer either.
My mom is a believer. I know she is, and she's a believer, but I don't got the heart to tell her. It's Jova. But you know,
went to the last two games at the Fargo Center. Went to the ass whipping of a lifetime that I've ever seen the Sixers ever get against the Knicks.
49 points.
New York took over that whole center, and then we went to the Hawks game for a company gathering, and I really tried my hardest to get into it, especially with the free throws. You know what I mean? Hoping that somebody was going to miss two in a row, and that's where most of my excitement was coming in for the Chick-fil-A, and that didn't happen. And they were coming back, and they were trying their hardest, and then they started playing stupid. You know, typical Sixers. With 6 minutes left, it went from down 4 to down 16, and I was the one guy from the top of the building yelling out, "Sell the team." That was me.
I'm glad you brought up that point, because that's exactly I was going to. It's got too much stink on it. This team right now, they got to remove themselves from Josh Harris.
Yeah, I mean, when you find yourself in the Sixers begging for chicken, that's a low point where you're like,
very, very low point. Yeah.
Low point.
I'm sorry, Tim, if I'm hurting your feelings. You know what I mean? I know you're a big Sixers fan and everything, but
no. Like I get it. Like I had to talk with my pops the other night about it. He was like, I'm done. Like I'm just.
I gave up the
I'll just
Sixers.
I'll just watch. Yeah, like he's like, I'll just watch it to watch it. He's like, I already know we're gonna lose. Like this team has no heart, none. And then and then last night, I think you see Maxey dunk on Anthony Edwards. That was nasty. And then now that's all.
That's the one thing that like I said, I haven't been believing in this team, but like the one thing that gets me to watch Sixers game is watching the youth develop, and it's a shame that they let McCain go, but having guys like Maxey, Edgecombe gives you a little hope.
Now, Heather says it with her chest. She says, I'm ready. I came home to visit from Texas, stayed 5 days, just left Philly on Tuesday, and now it wants to snow. I'm so mad.
I'll mail you some.
Hey, I'll put some. I'll send it.
I was thinking,
send it in the mail.
I'll send you a trash can.
Bird Brain says with his chest, he says, leave AJ alone. I needed to get that off my chest.
Leave Brittany alone.
I just say that he did have a great open heart talk about mental health today after the sad story about Rondell Moore losing his life. I think that was definitely difficult, like obviously young player. The fact that the league lost a young talent. I think AJ Brown, check his socials. He put something out there.
It's happening at too frequent a clip nowadays, man. In the league, for sure.
Shout out to Little Griffith 7126. Today lost a family members, passed away today.
Sorry, man.
Showing some love to you and your family at this time. It's always tough. Lose a family member, but if make sure you're surrounded by real ones to get you through these hard times. We appreciate you coming through and catching some Eagle vibes today. Marina Sands says, Reed gone, Dean gone, CJ never coming back. I love how you that sound like a soliloquy.
I'll tell you what, too, man. We are honestly, I don't think we all realize collectively how lucky we are that we didn't lose Jeff Stoutland and Vic Fangio in one off season. Because you want to talk about going back to the dark ages, bro? That would have been nasty.
Yeah, definitely nasty. Before we get out of here, just want to give a big shout out to once again, shout out to Tim's sister. If you want to go donate and help her with her fight against Hodgkin's lymphoma, scan the QR code. Shout out to Francello's Pizza. Shout out to Eddie and the gang. Also, shout out to Bud Light for holding down the tailgates all these years. Recover 180 Sports Hydration. Today, I'm rocking out with the Superberry. Check out Superberry. Check out your local supermarkets. Shout out to Cricket Tea, not only a sponsor, but a former player or soon to be signed. Shout out to Lowski for holding down the tailgate.
Yo, shout out Lowski on that weight loss, bro.
Yeah.
You see 2016, bro. Those pictures are cracking me. You know what I'm talking about or no?
I definitely know what you're talking about.
Oh, big Lowski. Oh, yeah. So I saw the pictures. I randomly saw that scrolling. Also, shout out to Red Bull for giving the tailgate wings, and most importantly, shout out to Evan Hollywood Hearn and Cifelli's Pizza for allowing him to do what he does at the tailgate. Also, I just got a text from the cats outside. They said we got a problem with you, Prime. They said you got a problem with us. You got a problem with us, Prime?
I definitely got a problem with y'all, man. You ain't
they're having a meeting about you right now. They say, no, Prime. He don't know nothing.
That's allowed.
Last word, Tim Kincaid. Last word.
Yeah. Again, I really appreciate everybody donating, taking the time to message my sister and I during this time. So you really don't realize how much you have so much support and people that really care about you until something like this is really happening in your life, and it kind of makes you stop for a moment and realize that there's good people out there. People really do care about you. So I want to say thank you. And those Sixers, thank you for tuning in and subscribing.
That's when we cut your mic off.
Well, Tim, just to
life, bro.
Just to piggyback on what you said, man, it's the truth though. Moments, on what you and your family are dealing with, at least you definitely see the real ones. We might not see each other every day, man, but the love is always there when we do see each other. And it's stronger than ever. And you got the great supporting cast around you. Always remember that. The whole Rondé Moore, I texted you guys last night when I heard the news. It was just crazy. It's still here. It's the truth, man. Please just check on your peoples. Again, I go back to, you might not see them every day. You might not hear from them every week or whenever, but when you do, just always, remember that or always show that you have that love for them. You know what I mean? Like you've had for them since day one. People need that. People need to hear that. People need to see that. It goes a long way, especially in today's world. So just please be careful out there. Shit is just wild. This world, man, it just takes a twist every day. So, just stay focused, keep it together. And, looking forward to seeing you guys on a weekly basis with this, go Birds.
Yeah, I'm just going to, first of all, want to for Tim and your family. Obviously, you guys are always in our thoughts and prayers. In the same vein, with my own family, very happy to announce that my baby cousin, she was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, like maybe 4 or 5 months ago, like stage 3. It was looking nasty, man. She had to go through a ton of radiation and chemotherapy. There was a thought for a long while that she was going to have her whole leg removed surgically to get rid of the cancer. And by the grace of God, she is now cancer free. She's got all of her limbs intact, and just very, very thankful.
Yeah. Shout out to all you.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Tim, I look forward to the same information being relayed by you. Hopefully someday soon.
Yeah, much blessings to you guys and your family as always. We got a couple things headed up. We have this off season. We have the Devontae Smith softball game. It's going to be in May this year. That's something to look forward to. We have the draft in Pittsburgh. So Eagle fans is not too far from Philly if you can make it up there. We got the combine. I think we're our first opportunity to see some of these draft picks and draft prospects. So make sure you're watching the draft combine this week. Following up, wish I was there. Anyone want to fly me out there? Yeah, I mean, just at the end of the day, like make sure you check in on your peoples. Pick up the phone, give some people some calls that you haven't heard from in a while. Just make sure people are good, man. At the end of the day, it's really about checking in and just get
yourself checked.
Evan says, go to the doctor. But we'll see you guys in the next one. As always, fly, Eagles.
I got a lot of shine.